Hey guys, let's play some Kirby's Dream Course. My name is Monkey, and I'll be the one controlling Kirby. So what is Kirby's Dream Course? Well, before showing you any gameplay, the best way I can describe it is to say that it's kind of like golf, pool, and Kirby all put together. Before we can start the game, we have to make a little icon for the game to recognize us by. Pretty cool feature. Really let you get a little creative with it. I'm not the best artist, but I hope you guys will be able to figure out what I'm going for here. While I'm doing this, though, I'd like to talk a little bit about my experiences personally with this game. I got this game when I was a kid. I don't remember how or why I got it. I guess my parents probably bought it for me, knowing I like Kirby. Somehow my parents always pick good games, but I don't know. I didn't like this game at first because it wasn't Kirby. But because of that, the more I played it and the older I got, the more I actually liked it. It's a really well made game and really different and original. So can you tell what this is I'm drawing so far? That's right, it's a unicorn. It's a unicorn that's not that happy because it kind of looks like a penis. Well, anyways, back to the originality of this game. You know, HAL Laboratories has never been afraid to, you know, get original with Kirby. The newest Kirby game, that Yarn game on Wii, that game looks really cool and really different. Had that paint game on DS. That game was fun too. Never afraid to do anything different with Kirby. I really like that. That's something you can't say about every series, like Mega Man, or even Mario, for example. So we're just about done here. Adding a little bit more, I feel kind of bad for our guy here, so I gave him a little star decal to make him feel special. Pretty satisfied. Let's go ahead and finish it off with Kirby face. Alright, here we are on the world map. The game is made up of 8 courses, hence the name Kirby's Dream Course. And every course starts with a little video like this, a little intro video. This one does a really great job of showing you off how the game is played. You kill all the enemies, and the last enemy turns into a hole that you have to go into. That's the golf aspect. You gotta get Kirby in the hole. So here we are in an actual course. As you could tell in the video, Wispy Woods aren't enemies, they're just obstacles. There's more obstacles that we'll get to later. These green borders right here, think of them like the edges of a pool table. That's where the pool aspect comes in. Nothing better than a live demonstration to show how the game's played. It's kind of like that. Anyone that's ever played this game before has this shot right here memorized. Hole in one every time. 3/4 power, right off the bumper. It's easy. It's first hole. Doesn't get any easier than that. But let's just move on, shall we? Take a look at these backgrounds. You got a volcano with water coming out of it. Windmills on clouds. This truly is a dreamland. Water in a volcano, that's great. Lava in a volcano, not so great. Kirby's never a buzzkill, you know. Everything's always alright. So this course introduces a couple new things. It should. It's only the second hole. Got these arrows right here. Can you guess what they do? We also got some pits. I'm showing off the curve shot right here. I don't know why. I always fathom that I'll get a hole in one if I get a crazy shot and everything goes just right, but it never does. It's never even close. That's alright though. Come down the ramps right here. Get 2 guys. Great. Now here's the most important part of this game. I call shots like this putting. You gotta have just the right touch. My best advice on shots like this is to always, it's better to undershoot than overshoot. But yeah, that's great. Doing pretty good so far. hole in one and a 2. Not bad. Notice how the background's a little lighter when we don't get a hole in one. So on this hole, we get our first power-up. It's the jump guy. I don't know his name. I don't even know what he is. He looks kind of like a tooth. But this guy gives us the high jump power. There's no surprises in powers in this game. If you've ever played a Kirby game before, you should have a pretty good idea of what enemies will give us power-ups. You might have seen Kirby... Ooh, I go for the high jump right here. Oh, but it wasn't enough. Thankfully, I didn't bounce over the border there and go into the great void. That's okay. It's alright to get a 2 on this hole. Just a nice touch. I can't stress how important it is to not overshoot on putts. If you ever play golf, you know exactly what I mean. Drive for the show and putt for the dough. That's what they say. But still, what are we playing for? Why is Kirby in this dream world? Well, the baddies have been playing these courses as well. This is the best score on the hole so far. It's Poppy Brothers Jr. Hopefully we'll be able to beat him. This course introduces some new gimmicks. The warp zone. You see that little arrow on the warp there? It shows which way you'll go. Got a Goro right here. If you hit him, unlike hitting Wispy Woods, you'll lose a tomato. I don't know if you've been noticing, but the tomatoes right under the gauge there, every shot costs a tomato. So and every time you hit an enemy, you get a tomato back. So if you miss too many times, you will die, lose a life. Oh, I suffer on the Goro right there, but hey, at least I end up in a perfect position to go for the kill right here, you know, hole in 2. Let's see what happens. For some reason, I always have trouble judging power when I have to go through 2 people. So, I just barely overshoot it right there. I mean, you know, that extra shot is the difference between a gold medal and a silver medal. I haven't talked about medals yet. We'll probably talk about them more at the end of the video. All I'll say about medals right now is that you have to work for your gold medal. So, yeah. Moving right along. Doing pretty good so far. This is the first hole where you can really get excited about going for a hole in 1. Can you see how it happens? We got the high jump guy right here. A little boink platform. A Goro. A couple guys. Yeah, you can see it. Let's make it happen. Kirby's ready. Shoot right off. Ooh, right off the arrow. Back onto the platform. High jump. Right over the Goro. Into the Kaboo. Oh, power bounce right over the hole. I'll talk more about power bounces later in the course too, but all I'll say now is that if you time it just right, you'll give Kirby a little bit more power off the bounce. That's really all that needs to be said about them, but they don't become necessary in until course 2. Second hole in 1, great. So on this hole, we'll get our next power. It's the umbrella power. Get it from the Waddle-Doo with the umbrella. I really like how the umbrella works in this game. It's hard to master, but if you fail, it's nobody's fault but your own. So let's see what happens here. Get some arrows. Oh, break out the umbrella power. You can control Kirby and the umbrella when you use the umbrella power. Can I get it? Oh, I'm just a little short. It's okay though, hole in 2. Maybe I should talk a little bit more about how Kirby handles. After you shoot Kirby, the only control you have over him is the power bounce and using your powers. But some powers, like the umbrella, allow you to gain control over him in the air. The UFO power, of course, is awesome, but that's not until much later. So in this hole, we finally get to introduce the aerial shot. It doesn't look like we'll quite make it over this water with the standard aerial shot, and even if we tried, we would sink into the water. But there are ways around this, and also that guy looks really far away. There's no way we'll be able to get there in one shot. This hole looks hopeless, but wait. We can put topspin on Kirby, and suddenly our gauge is greatly lengthened. Now, unlike the curve shot, the topspin shot is more of a skill shot. That means that you have to actually get it right. You see the reticle moving up and down there. I nail it, and I get almost full power. With topspin, you're allowed to skip over water. You can also skip over water with a regular bounce if you get a power bounce on it at just the right time. Well, how about that? Alright, another hole in one. Things are looking pretty good so far. We haven't done anything great, but basically handling business. What are those windmills powering up there on those clouds? Is their job to hold the clouds in the air? Who's the real hero in that situation? So here we are on the last hole. Final introduction of the stage is this water button here. This water button will drain the water, allowing Kirby to travel through the pit gracefully, without problem. I don't know how this shot's going to go, but it's still the first course, so I have to have faith that the game will direct me in the way I need to go if I just shoot right over the power button. Or right over the water drop here. I go for a pretty full power shot and just let the game take over. Let's see how these ramps direct us. Right around the corner, right through the caboose. Great, that's great. Oh, but, oh. I stopped just a little too far ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out a good charge, or rather a good curve shot to get me over the edge here, as well as hit this caboose. I really, really want to get a hole in two here. I think if I do, I'll get a gold medal. So let's see what happens. Everything's going to plan. Break out the umbrella. I have good confidence I can get it this time. Coming for the landing. Oh no! Oh. Just a little too far. Just a little too far. Well, that's the way golf goes, you know. Can't sink every putt. Not even the pros can. It's alright though. Go ahead and sink this give me. Great. So let's see how courses end. Kirby Star transforms into a starship, blasting off to somewhere. To the awards platform, I guess. 15. It's not bad. It'll beat our competition by 4 strokes. It's pretty good. Something to be happy with. Oh, but only a silver medal. This game's way of letting you know there's more out there. You could have done better. It's like getting the high score is kind of like a soft victory. But for the more hardcore player, there's gold medals. But you know, you can't be on your game all the time. Hopefully next time we'll do better. See the scores that other baddies got on the course. Classic Kirby enemies. I love it. Well, next time we'll be on course 2. This has been Kirby's Dream Course. I'm SciMonkey, and I really hope you liked it. I'll see you guys next time for course 2.